Coming up next on This Week in Torrance, we'll tell you about some traffic delays along 190th Street. Then a part of the 405 freeway is getting a new name in honor of a local hero. Plus, the local bakery owner gets a surprise visit by Torrance Chamber members. And a new restaurant is serving up fresh seafood with a twist. We'll tell you where. These stories and much more are just seconds away. Your local news starts right now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. My co-anchor Jen Chun has the week off. Thanks for joining us. Here are your top stories. The city of Torrance is one step closer to beautifying and adding a fun water attraction to one of its most popular parks. City Council unanimously approved $92,000 for the Community Services Department to move ahead with designs for the Wilson Park Pond and Plaza Splash Pad. The pond at Wilson Park was originally built in 1978, but over the years it has gone through changes and was eventually closed. Staff then began to research how they could provide a sustainable solution to decrease maintenance for park staff. The repurposing of the pond was explored by the Parks and Recreation Commission in 2009, but because of a lack of funding, nothing was done. But in 2015, thanks to a grant through LA County, the concept of a pond layout and splash pad was approved by the Torrance City Council. The project is expected to have a water savings of about 10,000 to 50,000 gallons a year. City officials plan to have the project start by the end of this year. A local assemblyman's mission to rename part of the 405 freeway after a local legend is approved at the state level. Assemblyman David Hadley from the 66th District spearheaded the naming of a 2-mile stretch of the 405 freeway in Torrance in memory of Louis Zamperini. Hadley says Zamperini was a role model and inspiration. He was a great American war hero from Torrance who led an incredible life. They will name part of the interstate the Louis Zamperini Memorial Highway. The area stretches from the Redondo Beach Boulevard exit to Southwestern Avenue.
By renaming a portion of the 405 freeway after him, we will be reminding thousands of Californians every day of his life and legacy as they travel through Torrance. The state legislature does not appropriate funds for renaming roads such as this stretch of the 405. So soon we will be embarking on a fundraising effort to make sure we have the appropriate signage up on the 405 in time for Louis' 100th birthday in January 2017.
In 2010, the accounts of Louis Zamperini's life were told through author Laura Hildenbrand, who wrote the book Unbroken, a World War II story of survival, resilience, and redemption. The book was later turned into a major motion picture. Louis Zamperini died in 2014 at the age of 97. Well, you may have faced some traffic delays in Torrance recently, and it's all due to the Southern California Gas Company's pipeline project. Trucks and heavy equipment can be seen lined along 190th Street between Crenshaw Boulevard and South Vermont Avenue. One lane is closed off and will affect drivers throughout the day on Saturdays and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. SoCal Gas will perform a hydrostatic pressure test on a segment of one of its natural transmission pipelines. This involves digging around the pipeline and safely venting natural gas. If there are any leaks, they plan to repair and retest it. Don't be alarmed if you smell any natural gas odor or hear a loud noise. SoCal Gas officials say the project is part of a system-wide plan to enhance safety of their pipelines throughout communities. The project will continue for the next 16 weeks. If you have any questions, you can call the Southern California Gas Company at 800-427-2200. Well, the City of Torrance is partnering up with the Department of Children and Family Services to help children find homes and keep them out of the system. They will host a foster and adoptive family engagement expo on September 17th at the Toyota Automobile Museum. People from across the South Bay can come and learn more about how to become a foster or adoptive parent or family. Thousands of children in Los Angeles County are in need of new homes because they can't safely live with their own families due to abuse, neglect, or abandonment. DCFS officials say it's essential for them to team up with the community to take one step toward resolving this issue.
We have an ongoing need for foster homes because these are children who are coming into the system every month. And unless we have the homes to place them in, we have children who are sitting at our welcome center because we cannot find a home to place them in. We have infants, everything from infants to youth, teenagers who are coming back daily into the office because we have not found a home to place them in.
At the event, they hope to clear any myths about fostering and adoption. The DCFS Center in Torrance, in 1 month alone, gets up to 700 referrals to investigate living situations involving the well-being of children. Now, if locals help, these children can stay with their friends and in school within the city without causing displacement. As a former prosecutor, Torrance Mayor Patrick Fury worked for the Los Angeles Department of Children and Family Services.
If we have foster care or adoptive homes in our community, that means they can be taken from their home and placed with somebody in the same area, go to the same school, and it's almost seamless. They're going through a very traumatic situation, and it will continue during the court process. But this will give them an opportunity to maintain some of their dignity and keep their friends, the ones who are dear to them. And that's an important thing in the life of a child.
To RSVP for the event, call 888-811-1121. The event is free and open to the community. Torrance high school students may soon be able to take college classes without ever leaving their high school campus. Many school districts, including Torrance, are taking advantage of a new law with the California Department of Education and the California Community College Chancellor's Office called the Dual Enrollment Law. It gives high school students an opportunity to enroll in a college course and complete all assignments that would be normally completed at college. The course credit then can be applied towards their college degree. The Chancellor's Office says that 6 community college districts representing 17 campuses are partnering with area schools. The LAUSD's Board of Education is looking to approve an agreement with local community colleges in the coming months as well. Schools and community colleges must file their agreements under the new law before moving forward. A local boy battling thyroid cancer gets a chance of a lifetime. It's a name we've heard before, Codys, a 14-year-old who is known for his resilience as he fights thyroid cancer for the second time. Cody recently traveled to his brother's baseball game in Williston, North Dakota, where he had the chance to throw out the first pitch to his brother. This was during the Babe Ruth World Series game against Texas. While his condition prevented him from flying, Cody and his family drove 25 hours from Torrance to make it to the game. A well-known business owner in downtown Torrance received quite a surprise recently.
On behalf of the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce, we would like to congratulate you on being selected as this year's Citizen of the Year.
The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce President and CEO Donna Duperon led her team into the Torrance Bakery to surprise owner Kirk Rosberg with the Citizen of the Year award. Rosberg was selected by the Chamber for his dedication to the Torrance community. Since 1953, the Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce has selected the Citizen of the Year whose achievements have been significant to the community and to the general welfare of Torrance residents. The program is sponsored in memory of civic leaders Reverend William I. Laughlin and Grover C. White. Rosberg will officially receive the award during the 2016 State of the City address. In 2015, D.D. Hicks, the former president of the volunteer South Bay Harbor Long Beach, was the recipient. Well, still ahead, exchange students from Kasuga, Japan get a taste of authentic American food. Plus, the Torrance Theater Company debuts its latest production. But first, here's a look at the weather outside.
You look incredible.
Did you go tanning? Yeah, check it out. Jealous. Best spring break ever.
No.
You're getting so tan. Finals are the worst.
I'm so glad they're over.
We need some sun.
I can't believe our friends are getting married. She looks amazing.
Where's your tan? I can't go tanning anymore. Doctor's orders. It's melanoma. I'm stage 3.
Melanoma is the second most common cancer for young women, 15 to 29. Protect yourself. Protect your friends. Stop tanning. Learn more at spotskincancer.org. A message from the American Academy of Dermatology.
A new group of Kashiwa exchange students continue to experience American culture right here in Torrance.
A forward now with the left-hand swing all the way back to Flint.
Most recently, the students put on their dancing shoes and took part in learning how to square dance. The day included a costume fitting, rehearsal, and even a chili cook-off. This event is hosted by the Torrance Sister City Association.
The girls picked out dances, square dance dresses. The guys have Western type of shirts and stuff like that. And they get out here, they have never done this before in their life. So a left and a right and a, do-si-do type of thing, they don't understand that. But you'd be surprised how fast they pick it up. And they love it.
Every year, the Torrance Sister City Association shares the American culture with students in Kashiwa, Japan. They get to stay with 2 host families during their 18-day visit. The student exchange program has been going on since 1973. President Dwight D. Eisenhower inaugurated the Sister Cities program in 1956 to promote world peace through people-to-people connections. A Broadway musical hit the James Armstrong Theater in Torrance, entertaining hundreds. This is just a glimpse of The Drowsy Chaperone, put on by members of the Torrance Theater Company. The musical is a comedy within a comedy. It showcases a parody of Golden Age musicals. The Drowsy Chaperone starts with a man in a chair who is the main actor that puts on his favorite record, taking the play into a 1928 musical.
People have seen this production. It's one of their favorites. It is really a fun show, big musical numbers, lots of tap dancing, and a lot of fun, like comedy, but then in the end it gives you some feels too. It hits you right in the heart a little bit.
The original Broadway hit was nominated for 13 Tony Awards, winning 5. Gia Jardal says this musical is different than the usual type of production, and they're excited to take attendees away from reality, even if it's just for a few hours. The cast are all volunteers. The Torrance Theater Company is part of the Cultural Services Division of the Torrance Community Services Department. This performance will mark the 18th year the Torrance Theater Company has put on a musical at the James Armstrong Theater. More than 450 tickets were sold on opening night. Tickets are still available for the last 2 shows taking place on August 26th and 27th at the theater. To buy tickets, call 310-781-7171. If you love seafood, there is a new place in town that will satisfy your taste buds. Shrimp Bayou is nestled in the Torrance Town Center on PCH and Crenshaw. The restaurant shares its classic seaport ambiance with customers, and when you walk in, the menu won't disappoint. It has a variety of shrimp, lobster, crab, oysters, and much more with a Cajun twist. And for non-seafood enthusiasts, there's menu options for you as well. Shrimp Bayou is a family-run restaurant.
We always wanted to do something in Torrance, and we got lucky. We had our real estate agent call us up and say a real estate option came open. Why don't you come take a look at it? And it was like coming home. We walked in, we knew exactly what we wanted to do, exactly the vision, and we have what you see here.
My favorite is actually raw oysters. What we have right now, we are very selective with the vendors that we choose, make sure that the oysters are very fresh. Right now we're currently also working with Jolly Oysters. They're a local business in the city of Torrance. I mean, we also want to be supportive of our business around the area too, to help bring up the city.
Shrimp Bayou is open Monday through Sunday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can check out their menu online at shrimpbayou.com. The South Bay Kennel Club held a dog show at North High School recently. Dogs of all shapes and sizes competed in the hopes of taking home a ribbon. The event included All-American Kennel Club recognized breeds. They were divided into breed-specific groups and judged on Best in Show. The groups included sporting, hound, working, terrier, toy, non-sporting, herding, and miscellaneous. There were also junior showmanship and obedience categories. The American Kennel Club was founded in 1884 and to date recognizes 187 dog breeds. An American car company is pitching a design idea that is hard to believe. Ford officials say that by 2021, they want to build a car with no steering wheel, gas pedal, or brake. Yes, it would be a self-driving car. It is the first car company to announce a rollout date. The car may be limited to urban streets at speeds no more than 25 to 30 miles per hour. Ford also announced that it has acquired a startup that specializes in computer vision, a crucial technology for self-driving cars. Torrance High Schools made the list of national rankings among the top 500 in the country. West and South High Schools made it on the Newsweek's 2016 Top 500 High Schools list. Ranked at 238, West has nearly a 98% graduation rate, and about 96% of their graduates go to college. South High School was ranked 289 and has a high school graduation rate with more than 93% of students going into college. Newsweek's new list identifies public high schools nationwide that excel at preparing students for college. Schools are also ranked based on SAT, ACT scores, AP courses participation, counselors to student ratio, and other state test scores. A car company is paving the way in education, and its first event was right here in Torrance. Toyota has a new partnership with Horizon Educational Group, which will combine STEM with racing and alternative fuels. It's called the Hydrogen Horizon Automotive Challenge, and it will be distributed not only in Los Angeles, but also Orange County. The goal of the program is to get students engaged with next generation automotive technology and get the youth thinking about climate change. It's hands-on education, and high school students will build their own fuel cell remote control vehicles and see why alternative fuels are the future. Toyota officials say it's an opportunity for the next generation of innovators to use fuel cell technology and want a more sustainable future. August is recognized as National Immunization Awareness Month. With the fall school season just around the corner, this may be a good time to check if your children's vaccines are up to date. The Centers for Disease Control hopes to encourage people of all ages to make sure they know which vaccines are needed to prevent serious diseases. For more information, you can go to cdc.gov. There's a local gym in Torrance offering a unique service to a unique group of clients. Tao Ta tells us more.
Partners Dominic Amici and Curtis Mann co-own a gym called NResults Health and Wellness Center, but it's no ordinary gym.
We're trying to alleviate the reoccurrence of cancer in the cancer patients that we deal with and get a better quality of life for them. The more you exercise and the more nutritious meals that you eat and quiet in the mind and meditating, the reoccurrence rate or the cancer coming back is up to 40% less. And there's a lot of studies out there now that validate what we've been doing for 14 years.
Having seen how cancer has affected their families personally, this was one way to give back.
My aunt passed of cancer, my grandmother, the list goes on and on.
My father passed away of prostate cancer when I was in my early 20s, which had a very profound effect on me. And so from that point, I tried to find a way that I could give back and help other people survive cancer.
Giving back, that's what drove this duo to create a nonprofit called Picture of Health. The class they run, called Fit and Well Worth It, is a wellness program designed to get these people up and moving.
It gives them a sense of independence that even though they're going through treatment and that they've gone through maybe several different operations, that they're still able to function independently without having people help them.
For these cancer patients and survivors, being able to get back into shape while having a good support system is what is helping them stay strong.
Originally, when I got the diagnosis, I thought, tomorrow, that's all over. Tomorrow, next month. You know, and then as time goes on, I said, hey, it's not, and I'm good. And you just keep on, you know, trying to improve and do better.
I feel hopeful. I mean, one of the big things here is I met survivors that are, 9 and 10 years out, and that's just been the best medicine for me.
Losing loved ones to cancer was devastating for Amici and Man, but they turned their sadness into a positive, helping empower cancer patients so they can face their battles with strength.
I love helping people. You know, I get more joy out of, seeing people's successes, and and sometimes it's just coming in here without them even doing anything. You can see their energy level has already risen.
Thriving, being able to do the physical things that you want to do with no restrictions, that means the world to me, to be able to help people do that.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Tao Ta.
Thanks, Tao. Now keep in mind that every person responds to exercise and nutrition differently. Interested cancer survivors should always be advised by their doctors before taking up any new physical activity or nutrition plans. For more information, you can go to NResultsFitness.com or call 310-378-4866. There's a new phone scam trending, and Torrance police want you to know all about it. Authorities say they've received an increase in reports on jury scams. Victims receive calls from suspects who identify themselves as county employees and tell victims they have not reported to jury duty. They threaten to make an arrest if a payment is not made. Victims are asked to get a prepaid Visa, MasterCard, or Green Dot card at a local retail store for several $100s as a method of payment. This is when the suspect asks for the serial number or security code to eventually load money onto a new card. Police officials say county employees, including sheriffs and police departments, don't request or take money from citizens. And speaking of scams, there is another one that you should be aware of. As gift cards have become a popular gift item, so have gift card frauds. Torrance Police Department is alerting locals that suspects are finding ways to get money off gift cards before you even purchase one. They are stealing information off the card and then returning it to the sales rack. Once the card is activated, the suspect will use the funds for online purchases to protect yourself. Don't buy gift cards from online auction sites. Buy it directly from a store and ask for gift cards behind the store counter rather than buying off a rack. Another tip is to ask the clerk to scan the gift card in front of you and make sure you keep the receipt. A lot of sorry people out there. But still ahead, sports anchor Byron Newsome has the latest on Torrance sports, and find out what new business is featured on the next Common Sense. But first, here's a look at the 5-day forecast.
It's about putting others first. It's doing your best at whatever you do. It's about being honest with yourself, with everything. It's all of these. It's more. It's commitment. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
You're going to need me. You're going to need us, all of us. You're going to need our help with your water, your air, your food. You're going to need our determination, our compassion. You're going to need the next generation of leaders to face the challenges the future will bring. And we promise we'll be there when you need us.
Welcome back, everybody. Here is a sneak peek at what's happening on the sports desk with Byron Newsom. You've been busy these last few weeks getting to know the Torrance sports scene. Tell us what's in store for this week.
Coming up this week on the sports desk, the Elko Warriors have a new stadium, a new coach, and a new quarterback leading the way as they look to bounce back from last season. Plus, volleyballs are bouncing everywhere you look as well. We'll have the inside scoop on our local high school volleyball teams as they prepare for the 2016 season. Tune into the sports desk at 4 and 9:30 p.m. right here on CitiCABLE.
Thanks, Byron. We also have a sneak peek at what's coming up on Common Sense. Hosted producer Laura Fong has been busy working up a sweat. Laura?
CrossFit South Bay in Torrance has welcomed Common Sense into their fitness family, so we want all of you to join us on the next episode to learn about all the classes they offer here.
Thanks, Laura. Well, before we go, we have a few events to tell you all about. The Los Cancioneros Master Chorale is looking for new talent to join their group. Auditions will take place on August 23rd at Hope United Methodist Church at 7 p.m. To make an appointment, call 310-377-4978. And with summer coming to an end, be sure to mark your calendar for the city's last summer movie in the park featuring McFarlane USA on August 27th. This takes place at Hickory Park beginning at 8 p.m. It's free and open to the public. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.